you may choose to go for a higher yielding property. Don't get seduced, however, for the stock. Remember, investment grade versus investment stock. From a property point of view, I would still avoid the high depreciation type properties, and I'd still be going for an existing property that has really high yield and potentially a low entry level. So it might mean shopping on the fringes of a larger city or shopping in a big regional market where you potentially can get higher yields, which means less out of pocket, but you're in the game.
And I'd also say play the big picture here. So don't get seduced by incentives, Ben, because when you're young, it's quite easy to say, well, I can sell a bit of a lifestyle because someone over here is offering me a $10,000 or a $20,000 incentive, which is great to get into the market, but you've got to remember once you're in the market, it's got to be able to serve you going forward, because if the asset's no good, sure, you may have got help to get in there, but you might be also stuck. So
be mindful, however, Bryce, of the fact that you want scarcity. You want a low supply in that particular thing. So for some people, and that's a pure capital growth statement, because units still perform very well, certainly in smaller blocks, in better locations. So that's the trade-off. I wouldn't be buying a house and land package out wide 40 or 50 kilometres from a city compared to a unit that might be in an inner city chic area where I know that I've got a very, very good land to asset ratio based on the land underneath being worth millions of dollars. So it's important to understand that concept. Okay. I did mention that earlier. It's a little bit harder for those who want to get into the space, but you can still buy investment grade. Here, ready for this? Investment grade investment properties for under $200,000. All right. Now, remember, they're serving a different purpose. They're not a pure capital growth play.
The phones have lit up.
But so you can find them around the country, and they will be paying you, or they'll be costing you basically nothing to own and operate. In fact, given where interest rates are today, you might even see that they might be spinning off a little bit of cash flow positive. So be very careful about how you're buying those. Try and get some advice around them. And the assumption on that was a $70,000 to $80,000 income. The higher the income go, like if you're a single person on 150, you're going to be okay, right? You don't have to necessarily go into those higher yielding locations. You could pick up a nice, reliable and durable, balanced asset in capital city.
Ben, you want to actually go, you want to get things right. You want to play, you want to buy the right asset.
Yes.
You want to correctly finance it. And here comes the clincher. You want to hold it for the long term.
You do. If it's a good one, you want to keep it in your kitty. Keep it in the kitty.
So the best way to get started is to don't get seduced by get rich quick. Don't get seduced by the magazines where you've seen someone do 7 properties in 7 months. Be really clear on where you're headed. I'm just winding up, mate.
Speed dating. We've just been wound up by Ivis. There she is. She's like, rightio.